Hello, beautiful heart. Welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Danae, and today I am just going to do a general energy reading. This is for all signs. This is for those on the spiritual awakening journey. You've been on this awakening path for a little while, and there's really no time limit. I mean, as you guys know, we are all living in our own, I don't want to say time zones, but we're on our own timelines. So no matter where you're at on your timeline with your awakening journey, this will resonate with you. So I'm going to open up this reading with my new deck. Absolutely love this deck. It's an oracle card, so I'm going to pull two, and it's from the Awakened Soul Oracle. I do have a video review of this deck on my channel, so go check that out. I'll link that down here too. But all right, let's get this started. Happy New Year. I know I keep forgetting to say that. Time is just, can you believe we're even in January already? I can't. Anyhow, all right. What do we have for the collective today, Spirit? All of you and none of me. I am just the messenger. Let me be a clear channel. All right, rebirth, devotion, and I'm going to grab one more. Treasure. All right. So rebirth, devotion, and treasure. What I'm getting from these three cards, yes, you have been going through cycles of death and rebirth. I know you're probably asking yourself at this point, when is it going to be over? But it's all been for a purpose. You know, we're in this new golden age of Aquarius. The energy is shifted on the planet. Guess what? You're transforming again. But this time, and what these cards are telling me in the energy, devotion and treasure. This path that you've been on, especially the past 6 months specifically, have really been calling you back to the past. Different images, memories, things like that keep coming up because you are being called to go back into childhood. What were your passions? What excited you? What did you want to do when you were younger? What lit you on fire? That's what Spirit's calling you back to do. Because inside of you, that's like a hidden treasure. And it's just been locked away. It wants out to play. Because it is something that you were devoted to. You know, even if it was just an idea, maybe you didn't actually actualize it. But in childhood, it was something you really liked. I mean, again, it could be drawing, singing, dancing, you know, comedy. I don't care what it is. It could be tarot reading, whatever it is. You are being called back to that. That is where your answers are for this next chapter, this next phase in your life. You know, guys, you get to create your life. You are the author of your life, the captain of your ship, however you want to say it. It's a universal law, and what you feel, you make real. So when you have thoughts and emotions together, and you get these images, those are formed together and they're called thought forms. Those thought forms get written on the cells of your body, and it gets stored in your DNA as divine memory. And it has to play out at some time. So if you have not liked how you felt about yourself or how you look or You're not lucky in love, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. You know your own internal dialogue. That's what's written on your cells. That's what needs, it will play out. But it's not just the negative stuff. You know, those childhood dreams and passions and things that made you happy, those are there too. They've just been covered up. All right. So we've got here Queen of Swords. This makes a lot of sense with what you've been going through. A lot of people in your circle have been exposed. You know, you're finding truths out about people. The Queen of Swords, she is somebody who is educated. She's learned her lessons well. She's no nonsense. You know, this is my fuck the bullshit card. Not doing it anymore. If you don't come correct and in the right energy and in the right way, off with your head, you know, you're out of here. You won't get time of day. This is, you know, how you're starting out 2021. And that is a great place to start. However, I do want to call your attention to this. I think it's a bowl of water that's caged up down here. It's locked away. Water in tarot represents emotions. You know, the Queen of Swords is somebody who, as I said, has learned her lesson. She's not making decisions or choices based on her emotions. She's just not. It's logic. So, you know, you could have had to cut people off that you loved, that you never thought you would see losing or not being in your life. But, you know, shit went down. And at the end of the day, you had to make a decision. You know, you stood up in this Queen of Swords energy, but you didn't make it from an emotional standpoint. You're saying, you know what, I love you, but you got to go over there. You can't be in my circle. And I'll still have this love for you or these emotions for you, but they are not going to rule me anymore. You know, you also had, and these came in reverse, the Five of Wands and the Knight of Cups. You know, Five of Wands is, for me, my self-sabotage card. You're in your head, you've got these self-defeating thoughts, it's, you know, shadow against spirit, all of this going on. I mean, it can also be from outside people too. But this came up in reverse. So again, with you, you know, in this energy of the Queen of Swords and going through the rebirth, you know, Queen of Swords energy, you're getting out, you're moving away from these lower vibration energies that really puts people into the Five of Wands energy. Shame, guilt, condemnation, blame, gossip, all of that. You have stopped this chatter against yourself. And you've said, no more, no more. You also had the Knight of Cups in reverse. Now, the Knight of Cups usually is, you know, someone coming in with an offer of love. This is in reverse. You know, what you've gone through, you have closed yourself off to love. You know, you have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then you have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, this card for me is this energy of the victim mentality, lack mentality, the woe is me. Why do these things keep happening to me? You know, and you've got the Five of Wands in reverse and the Four of Cups. So you're out of balance. You, at one point, to get this in reverse, it had to have been this way at one point. You were balancing the thoughts and emotions, but now you've gotten control of your thoughts. This card shows that you've got emotions locked down. This card is confirming that, but look, your emotions are locked down because you're focused, your perspective and your focus is on the wrong things. It's on old energy, all the stuff that's happened. The dialogue going on internally can be one of, why open myself up to love? Or this person's just going to be the same way. It's all the same. Nothing works out for me, all of that. But look, you've got this new cup. You've got, there's sparkles back here, and you've got the rainbow colors. For me, these are the spiritual rays, the rainbow rays. And so this is spirit. This is the divine. You've got a brand new start here. It's all about changing your perspective, getting out of this old emotion energy, because guys, you've got, treasures waiting for you, devotion, you've got love coming in, but first you've got to be open to that love. You've got to allow that love to come in. So now you've got the Moon in reverse and Nine of Wands in reverse. I'm excited to see that because, again, you are coming into a new cycle. And that's the energy for 2021. You want to get that momentum building and you want to keep moving with it. You don't want to stay stuck. You don't want this old energy. You're shedding that. And that's an awesome thing. That is literally what needs to happen. And look, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Wands. So you've got some opportunities, fast-moving communication. Things are about to take off as soon as you balance your head and your heart. You've got parts of your heart locked down, which that's okay. But you need to ask yourself, why is it locked down? What is the intention? Is that intention that Four of Cups energy because you have doubt and fear that it's just going to be the same old, nothing's going to change? That's not the deck I want. That is your battle. That's what you need to work on this week. We've got some, crazy intense energy going on. We're building momentum for 2021. We're integrating the new energy while still allowing the old energy of not just 2020. 2020's energy was a culmination of cycles, global cycles, and cycles in your life. And you don't want to take that into 2021. 2021 is going to have enough of its own stuff. You've had enough of these cycles. You're ready for your breakthrough. You're ready for your top of the mountain experience. And you're really the only person in your own way of that experience. And it's in your thoughts and your emotions. So when you catch yourself rehearsing that lack mentality, the doubt. Doubt is poison to your manifesting. That right there is letting you know, hey, I have a false belief around what is going on and something about my worth or what I deserve. And address it that way because, guys, it's always about you. It's never about another person. People come into our lives and we have these different experiences, and if you get triggered or you have, high emotions, whether they're positive or negative, that's still being triggered. That's letting you know there's a false belief within you. And somewhere where you've been lying to yourself, and you need to figure out what that is so you can get out of that energy and you can create a new foundation. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. You got Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. The other card that came out with that is Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? This is letting me know that this rebirth, devotion, treasure, you know, this part of the awakening journey you're on really has to do with feminine energy. And this is an area in your life that has been rough. It has been a struggle. Whether it's with your own mother, grandmother, daughter, other women or females in general, it always 100% goes back to the mother's presence, the feminine presence of God, because it was taken out of religion. It wasn't talked about. You know, religion's out of balance. It's only talking about, you know, the masculine. Hello. So there is Mother God, and this is, a lot of this is, I mean, again, in other words, you're watching me, you're still here in this reading, you are already farther along on the awakening path. You know that there's a mother's presence, and the mother's presence wants to heal you. She wants to work with you. You know, you are rebirthing. You're going through a rebirth. You're laying new foundation. This awakening process is about blowing up the faulty foundations. You know, we've been living in a matrix. You know, everything that we were taught wasn't truth. You know, you've been learning this on this journey, and as you're awakening and going farther in the process, you know, you're uncovering this. The truth never changes. It only expands. You know, we live in an infinite universe. You're an infinite being. I'm an infinite being. You know, creator, source, God, they're infinite. So the idea that at some point we reach a healing and there's no further work, you know, that's part of the matrix. That's faulty beliefs, because there is always something to learn. We can always grow. Again, we live in an infinite universe. We are infinite beings. There is always something to learn. Again, truth doesn't change. It only expands. So as you grow, the truth unfolds more for you. So this is the process that you're in right now. I'm going to get one more card to end this reading. Let's see what we have for you guys today. Truth. You know, I felt this earlier. Guys, where are you still lying to yourself? Where are you deceiving yourself? Is it around what you want, what you desire? You know, put yourself first. You are being called to put yourself first. You're being called to speak your truth, not only to others, but to yourself. You know, and we are great manipulators at manipulating and lying to ourselves. It's something we've, you know, mastered. We've been doing it for a long time. This energy is calling you to truth. It's calling all of us to truth. Truth to ourselves. We have to be truthful to ourselves before we can be truthful to anybody else. Because as long as you lie to yourself, and lying to yourself could be just not facing truth, not facing what you need to face, just pushing it down. You know, that's self-deception. You're really, I'm sorry guys, I have a hair that I can't get to it. It's itching my nose. You're being called to truth within yourself and to others. And when you stand in that truth within yourself, you stand in it with others, you give others the truth, and you create a healthy boundary around yourself where you demand that back from other people. You know, when you start giving yourself truth, other people can't lie to you. You know, you're going to spot that, but it has to start with you. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you got something out of it. If you would like a reading specific to your situation, something that is going on, you would like an insight session with me, my readings are counseling like, as well as, diving into the cards. All the information is in the description box below. Shoot me off an email, visit my website. Happy to get you on my schedule as it is starting to fill up. All right. Namaste.